So it's been a while since I put out a video of any substance. So some things have changed in my life, and I thought I'd come on here and give it a share. So about 6 weeks ago, the 17th of July was my last day at work. I decided to resign. Now, I have the time to retire. I just don't have the age. So I have decided to resign, and next year I'll apply for retirement. Now this is my third career, albeit my shortest career. I served 20 years in the military. I got out in 2004. I did private sector stuff for about 18 years, and my most recent job with the government was about, with the credit added for military time, gave me about 5 years. So that's enough to be vested for retirement, and that's what I did. And the only difference between me staying in for another year versus resigning and then applying for retirement was about $140 a month. And to be honest, after 5 years with the federal government, that's not a big pension, but it's a pension nonetheless that I would like. So I just decided that it was time for me to go for several reasons. The first one is burnout. And I'm not talking burnout for my most recent job, albeit it could be trying at times. We were part of I worked for the Bureau, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I was an IT specialist and a telecommunications specialist. And I was in a unit that did a lot of deployments. And I was just getting tired of reading the news, seeing the news, and just waiting on that phone call that I was going to have to go somewhere to provide support. I was not a sworn agent or anything like that. I was professional staff, no gun carrying or badge wearing or anything like that. But nonetheless, they still needed our support out there to help them with their investigations. Yeah, burnout. And then, you're working and it's the Sunday night blah, for all I can say it. So, you're basically working for weekends, and then by Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, your time is spent preparing for Monday. I got tired of the commute, albeit not as far as some. I didn't have to use public transit. I drove my own car. It was about 43 miles one way, and it took me about 45 minutes to get to work if traffic wasn't bad. And if you're familiar with Northern Virginia, between Fredericksburg and let's say just around Woodbridge area or before around Quantico, you know how hectic that traffic can be. So it depended. It varied on traffic and accidents. And on the way home, it was no less than an hour. The evening traffic was horrendous, and you just get tired of it. So the cost of staying and wasn't there for me personally. I'm not saying the money is not going to, was it nice? Because it was. I don't have anything left to prove. My job with the Bureau, I resisted any type of leadership positions. I did not want to be in charge of anybody. I did enough of that in my lifetime. I was done with that. And, I decided that time was more valuable than money. I mean, I'm going to miss those fat paychecks, I'm not going to lie, but what do you do with those fat paychecks? You buy junk and clutter, and it just piles up in a corner of your house. You want the newest camera, or the newest watch, or the newest iPhone, or the newest helmet, the newest motorcycle jacket, and it just accumulates. And I'm embarrassed to say how much motorcycle gear I have, or how much camera gear I have. And the only reason I have it is because I had the money to buy things that I didn't need. So just frivolous spending is pretty much gone now. Like I said, I didn't hate my job, but I will be honest and say that I have some notes, so I'm making sure I stay on track. So I didn't make this quote up, but this is true in my case. I retired because I love the idea of owning my own time more than I loved collecting a paycheck. And that's really the bottom line of it all. I've got more time to go out and do the things I love to do, ride motorcycles. I'm trying to get back into YouTube. I have another video. It's complete. It's unlisted right now. I want to do this video before I publish the second one. Because right now, what time is it? It is 10 after 9 on a Friday morning. Any other time, you'd be at work, ticking down the hours before lunchtime, because lunchtime, the day's half over, and then you count down those hours. I got up. I got up with my better half, my companion, Becca. She's part of this channel. She's still working, unfortunately. She's a few years younger than me. And we get up at 5 o'clock. I go downstairs, help her, I make her some coffee, I feed her cats for her, that kind of thing. She goes to work, I piddle around the house, do some chores, I shower when I want to. And then another important reason that I retired, this is a big one, is that last month on April 19th, I became a grandfather, my first grandchild, to a beautiful baby girl named Evelyn. And she is already wrapping a lot of us around her little finger, I will tell you that. I'll post a picture in here somewhere of little Evie. I'm very proud of my son and my daughter-in-law. They're doing really well. They have a beautiful, healthy baby. And it's a happy time to be a grandfather. I don't know how many of you out there are grandfathers, but you know how special it could be. But anyway, that's not much more I wanted to say. It's how much time I got. So I'm about 6 minutes in. Maybe I'll get some footage of me riding a motorcycle, and after that, we'll just call it good. So if you watch it to the end, I appreciate it, and I'll put some more clips of me riding here in a minute. And look forward to the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.
I don't think I introduced my Speed Twin to the channel yet. I bought this last year. I've ridden it in some videos. It is a 2024 Triumph Speed Twin 1200. I was in the market for I don't know if I sent a camera or not, to make this sure this is fixed. I was in the market for a modern classic, and to be honest, I was looking at the Kawasaki Z900 RSSE, and and then I saw the Triumph, and you know Rebecca has the Triumph Speed Twin 900, but this was at my local shop where I bought my Tiger, and that's where I bought this bike, and they made me a deal I couldn't refuse, so I jumped on it. And I gotta say, this bike is not the fastest bike in the world. It's not a sport bike, but the torque on this thing is unreal. And it when you crack that throttle open at a low RPM, you better be holding on. But so far I'm really liking it. The new model doesn't have the 2 clocks up here, and this is really a feature that I really liked. So this right here is one of the reasons that retirement is unreal. I talked about retiring early, etc., and I gotta say that I'm fortunate in that all my toys are paid for. I did make sure that I didn't have any debt when I decided to retire, so that makes things a lot easier when it comes to not getting those fat government paychecks that you taxpayers so kindly provide for us. Now I have to stop up here because yet again I have forgotten to put my earplugs in. It's always something.
What's up, guys? I just want to take this couple of seconds here to thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Please leave a comment, and I will always comment and get back to you guys. You know I always do. And if you're in the local area or you're passing through and you got time and I have time, maybe we can meet up for a cup of coffee, smoke a cigar, go for a motorcycle go for a motorcycle ride, or even wet a hook out in the river or pond somewhere. I appreciate it. Y'all be safe, and I'll talk to you again on the next video.